Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Mayor and the Police Commissioner, I'd like to welcome all of you to your official swearing-in ceremony. I'd like to begin by introducing the members seated on our dais. Beginning on my far right is the Chief of Training, Teresa Shortell.
Morning.
Chief of Department, Terrence Monahan. Police Commissioner of the City of New York, the Honorable Dermot Shea. Mayor of the City of New York, the Honorable Bill de Blasio.
Good afternoon.
First Deputy Commissioner, Ben Tucker.
Good afternoon.
Deputy Commissioner of Employee Relations, Bob Ganley. Chief of Personnel, Marty Morales.
Good afternoon.
Commanding Officer of the Police Academy, Deputy Chief Fred Grover. And the President of the Police Benevolent Association, Pat Lynch. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our dais. We thank them for being here. It is now my privilege to introduce the Mayor of the City of New York, the Honorable Bill de Blasio.
Thank you. Well, good afternoon, recruits.
Good afternoon, sir.
All right, you sound good. Everybody, I want to tell you this is a really wonderful day, and a special day in your lives, and a great day for New York City as well. By my count, 530 of you. Is that right, Dermot? 530? 530 new guardians for this city on the way to serve us all, and that is extraordinary. I want to thank everyone here in the dais, all the leadership represented here, who you will be watching in the months and years ahead. Everyone up here is devoted to making this city safer, making this department greater, building a closer bond between our police and our communities. And we are all going to be depending on you. So as you start on this journey, it's a day you should feel real satisfaction that you've made it this far. I think everyone here knows there are intense challenges ahead in these coming months as you prepare to prove that you are ready to join the finest police force in the world. But I want to specifically talk to you about the mission ahead, the fact that this city needs you. This city needs the very best to protect it, to protect all our people, all our neighborhoods. And we are at a point where we've learned a lot of things about how to make this city safer. In fact, for the last quarter century, New York City has gotten safer and safer. I can certainly say over these last 6 years, working with my colleagues here, we've proven that strategies like precision policing and neighborhood policing work. And we are undoubtedly the safest big city in America. But we have to sustain that progress, and then we have to go farther. And that is where all of you come in. You are joining a winning team, there's no doubt about it. You're joining a team that for a quarter century has proven it could do things that people said were impossible. I want to emphasize that. For a long, long time, there were many voices that thought the challenges this city faced could not be overcome. There were many people who thought we'd be mired in crime and violence. But what the NYPD proved was it didn't have to be that way. The NYPD innovated and got better all the time, brought in talent that could help turn things around, built a stronger bond with the community. The NYPD proved time and time again we could get to places that were never imagined. And I want everyone to know, not only are we going to sustain that progress, we're going to build upon that progress, and we are never going back to the years when this city wasn't safe, the years when people could not live a decent life here. You are the next wave, and we need you to be the very, very best. You're going to get the best training, the best equipment, the best technology. But the thing I want to say to you is you're going to be expected to excel. You're going to be expected to make this city even safer. And you're going to be expected to build relationships with the people you serve, because that's what we've learned from neighborhood policing. You don't have to do it alone, and you don't just have to do it with your brothers and sisters in blue. You can have the whole community on your side. It's important to build those trusting relationships with community members. It's important to start to know people on a first-name basis, just as they need to know you as a human being and a public servant. When you have that kind of bond, you will find community members not only have your back, but give you the information you need, the support you need, the thanks you deserve. That is what will allow your already great skills and the capacity of this department to go that much farther and to build a city that's even safer. So, extraordinary potential for this city ahead, and it's all going to come down to you and your colleagues that we know are the very best and can help us to become even greater. That's what I wanted you to hear. I want to express my thanks to you. I want to express my thanks to your families, everyone who has supported you every step along the way. We need you. We need you to be the very best you can be. And I thank you for the choice you have made. Now with that, I have a great honor as you start this journey to join with you by administering the swearing in. All right, here we go.
Ready, move!
Repeat after me. I do hereby pledge and declare that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the position of police officer in the New York City Police Department, according to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations to all of you. The very best of luck, and I will see you at graduation.
Ready, take seats!
And thank you, Mayor de Blasio. It's now my privilege to introduce the Police Commissioner of the City of New York, the Honorable Dermot Shea.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
So this is my first swearing-in ceremony. As I'm sitting here next to Terry and listening to the mayor speak, that occurred to me, and I'm hearing the oath of office. I'll tell you that I got chills listening to you all take that oath. I hope you know what that means. I hope you know that you now represent 36,000 men and women of the greatest police department in the world, bar none. And there's a hell of a lot of sacrifice that many of your brothers and sisters, some have laid down their lives. Think about that for a second. I couldn't be happier for you. I really couldn't. Enjoy every day of it. It's going to be hard to enjoy at times when you're getting up early and it's still dark out and you're trudging in here. I think the bag's a little lighter. Now you have iPads instead of 50-pound bags of equipment. But enjoy it, really. Enjoy every minute of it. We will see you in 6 months. So welcome to the New York City Police Academy. And for the 530 recruits here today, again, welcome to the New York City Police Department. It's not an exaggeration to say that this is a moment that will change your life forever. The next 6 months will challenge you in ways that you cannot even anticipate. This is not a regular job. And one obvious indication of that is that you just stood up with your right hands and took an oath on your first day. As a member of this department, starting right now, you are held to a higher standard than the rest of the public that you serve. Let that sink in. And you will be held accountable. There are immediate expectations made on your commitment, on your ability, and the desire to uphold that oath. And those expectations will be on you every day for the rest of your careers. It's a huge responsibility, protecting millions of people, and it's not easy. But you won't be alone, because starting right now, your family got a little bit bigger, as I said. Get some extra seats for the Thanksgiving table, because 36,000 people, family. They will there to help you and support you, and each and every one of them, including all of you here, started out just like you. Maybe in a different building, wasn't quite so fancy, a different seat, but just like you, with a lot of fear at times, a lot of anticipation. Can I do it? You can do it. And when we looked for answers, we turned on the people who had been there before. They faced the same questions that you did. The veteran cops who guided us along the way, they are, after all, the department's greatest resource. So make sure you take every opportunity to listen to them, to your instructors, people like Chief Shortell on my right, and let their experience show you the way forward. But first, your learning begins today. The next 6 months, again, will be difficult and demanding. Don't expect to be perfect. We know you're going to make mistakes. Make them and learn from them. That's the message. Those mistakes will make you better. And if you approach each day with an open mind and the determination to improve, July will be here before you know it, and you will be a changed person. Because in July, even though you took the oath today, you will have earned the right to be an NYPD cop, the envy of the law enforcement community worldwide. That's the choice you've made and the commitment you've pledged to the people of this great city. As for the police department, it made a commitment to you as well. We promised to give you the best training, state-of-the-art equipment, the latest tools and technology, and the support you need to do your jobs as effectively and efficiently as possible. We promise to prepare you for what will be one of the greatest challenges and the most rewarding of your life, keeping every person in every New York City neighborhood, think about that, safe and free from fear. You're sitting in those seats because we believe, we know that you can do this job. So I look forward to seeing you at graduation, seeing how far you've come and how much you've learned. But in the meantime, again, listen to your instructors. Listen to the support from your fellow recruits and get ready for the greatest job on earth. So let me leave you with a little story. I hope I don't offend everyone. I have a feeling if I offend anyone, it might be this gentleman here to my right, because it's about Boston. Sitting home this weekend, I don't know if you have football fans in the room, but there was a couple good games on, so I caught a couple of the games. Here's the part that might offend you. No game was better than when the Patriots lost. It's my favorite day of the year, when the Yankees and the Patriots lose and get eliminated. And then I'm sitting last night and I'm catching up on some emails. Two caught my eye last night, and I thought about you today. 2 emails from people that I have no idea who they are. But they're amateur detectives, and they can figure out how to get an email to the police commissioner of the city of New York, and it worked. First was from a woman, a mom who originally reports her son missing. Story's ending isn't good. A missing report becomes eventually a young man in his 20s who was found deceased, took his own life. The email was from the mom to me, talking about her experience along the way. From the police officers to the detectives to other agencies, not just the police department, and how it could have been better. Think about that mom or dad or brother or sister dealing with the worst possible moment of their lives and how you get to impact that time. You couldn't bring that son back, but you can make that experience a little bit better. And you're never going to know when you have that opportunity. That is the greatest gift we are handing you today. It is like no job on earth. You get to change people's lives. I bet you if you could go back in time and speak to those people that talked to that woman along the way, because it was a process of probably weeks before she ultimately got the bad news, they would probably do things differently. Second email, 10 minutes later, another woman, I have no idea who she is, talking to me about another traumatic experience that she went through. Home, with kids, family. Picture your family in that scenario. And in the blink of an eye, the house is burned down. She took time out of her day to send me an email about the inspector, about the police officers, about the community affairs officer that literally changed her life. Was there well after the fire was out and the TV cameras were off. Stopping back to a shelter and bringing the kids presents for Christmas when they had nothing else. 2 different calls, no cops, no robbers, nothing that's going to show up on the news. But 2 different emails to me about 2 experiences that are once-in-a-lifetime experiences for those people. God willing, it will never happen to them again. Which one of those emails do you want to be? Think about that. So on behalf of all of us, welcome. Welcome to the greatest job in the world. Good luck. Always stay safe.
And thank you, Commissioner Shea. This concludes our swearing-in ceremony. On behalf of the members of our dais, I'd like to wish you all the best of luck and advise you to not make any plans for the 4th of July weekend. I'll ask everyone to please stand at this time as our dais exits the room.